What's going on, guys? In this video, I have a free pick for you in the NBA. I'm excited about getting into the groove with NBA. We're definitely going to jump into college basketball as well. Not in this video, but going forward, I want to really dive deep into college basketball. I dominated college football, and I feel like there's an opportunity there for us, especially going into March Madness. It's going to feel good if we know these teams inside and out going into the tournament. Everybody just randomly bets March Madness and has fun, but if we can have an edge and we can crush it, it'll be the most fun March Madness of our lives. Now, today is the day after the NFL divisional round playoffs, and this is where depression really sets in because we only have 3 football games left, and then football season's over. And it is what it is, man. I love betting football. I'm going to bet on XFL and USFL, and I'm going to bet on the CFL this summer. And I'm really going to stick to specializing in football. I love football. I love watching all these players and following them from college to these minor league, spring and summer leagues, and to the NFL. And I'm going to keep betting on football this year round. But we are going to transition to basketball and hockey. And I'm not going to stop in the off season, but it's just a bummer because there's nothing better than college football Saturday, rolling into NFL Sunday, and we've had a lot of good memories this year. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down my play in the NBA for tonight. It's going to be on Sleeper Fantasy. I'll show you why I'm using Sleeper tonight as opposed to PrizePicks or another app like that. And then I'm going to get into the AI picks update. Now, we have some good news and we have some bad news. And I'm going to hit you guys with the good news first, and then we're going to talk about the AI and the bad news. And it was not a good weekend for us. It was a really bad weekend for us, and it sucks. And I want to talk about our game plan going forward and how we can overcome such shitty luck yesterday and the day before that, but mainly yesterday was the day that just blew everything up. So it sucks, but I'm always going to own my losses. I'm always going to be transparent with y'all. A lot of people out there make so much money selling picks. They sell heavily juiced parlays, and they pretend that they never lose. And you'll never get that with me. When I lose, I'm losing with y'all. And yesterday, I lost just over $20,000. So it sucks, but at the same time, you got to understand I'm up over 100 grand this season. So what am I at now? 80 grand profit. You see what I'm saying? It's all house money at this point in the season. But for some of you, you may have just discovered my channel 5 days ago, and hey, I don't blame you if you think that I suck and you just leave. But trust me, it's just variance. There's going to be highs and lows. There's going to be good days and bad. If you stick with me over the long term, you will be up big, and I'll kind of break that down in this video. But first, let's look at NBA. So I hit this play $100 for 213, and it is a 6-man NBA play. We took Embiid to record a double-double, then we took everyone else to not record a double-double. Now Jalen Brunson got the closest with 9 assists, so he got really, really close. And Embiid got really, really close with 10 rebounds. He got his 10th rebound in like the last 10 seconds of the game. So we did get lucky to get out of that with a win, but we went 6 for 6. And I'm looking to reuse this strategy over and over on the channel, especially throughout weekdays where things are kind of slow for us. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to take a bunch of players to not record a double-double. These are guys that I've specifically targeted that rarely get 10 assists or 10 rebounds. And then we are going to take them to not record a double-double. And then we have Max Strus to not record 2.5 3-pointers. So we're rooting against him making 3-pointers. And if you look at his game log, the last 5 games, he's barely made any threes, and he's actually gotten only 2 threes one time in the last 5 games. So I like our odds fading Max Strus there. Now I'm a little bit more confident this time. So I'm throwing down 300 to win 627. I better win, man. I was looking at this and I was like, I love this play. Let's do 300 on this. Why not? But in the future, I'll probably just do $100 per play on the free picks. Just have fun with it and give you guys daily videos like this. Keep you guys in the loop on what's going on in my life and what's going on with the picks. The good news this weekend is the 49ers and Ravens won. It was a very stressful game in San Francisco, but Christian McCaffrey gets the game-winning touchdown, and my $41,000 payday is alive. So I'm either going to lose 10 grand next Sunday, or I'm going to make 41. This past Sunday, I lost about 20 grand, so I think I can stomach a $10,000 loss if it comes to that. But we're riding with the Niners and we're riding with the Ravens. Both teams are favored in Vegas, and I do have confidence in both teams. If you ask me which team I'm more nervous about, it's a tough one because I'm most scared of Patrick Mahomes, but I'm also worried about Deebo Samuel. And if Brock Purdy plays like he did last week, they're probably not beating the Lions. So it's going to be two hard-fought battles, and I'm probably going to go to Baltimore. I was looking at plane tickets, and I just want to position myself where I don't have to stay there. I want to fly in, go to the game, fly home, and I don't want to miss any time from my house and with my family, but I do want to go out there on the front lines and go to war with you guys, and I want to give you guys the best content on the internet, and nobody's throwing down like me. Nobody's betting over 5 figures and going out to the stadium and vlogging themselves with 2 phones. Nobody's doing it like I'm doing it. And there's a reason that my channel is the fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. And if you're in the community, you guys know. This is the real shit right here. When I lose, I'm losing big. When I win, I'm winning big. And I'm not just somebody who gets up here and makes content and sells picks or pushes promo codes and then isn't actually putting money down on these games with y'all. I'm in the trenches with everybody. So I'm excited for that game. Pumped to see Lamar in person, and pumped to watch the Niners game probably at the airport or on my flight home. But nothing's finalized yet. I've been thinking about, do I go to San Francisco? Do I go to Baltimore? Do I just stay home and watch it and eat warm food and be warm in my house? So I don't know, but excited for that one. That's coming up next week, and I'll have PrizePicks plays for y'all next week. Now let's talk about the AI, man. Let's talk about the AI and what went wrong this weekend. So this weekend, we were in position to basically destroy PrizePicks. Going into Saturday and going into Sunday, basically, I said it in my video yesterday, all we really need is Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown to either both go over or both go under. And you guys can guess what happens next. For some reason, they were both going to go under. Easy unders. Easy, no sweat unders. We were set. And for some reason, the Lions just kept throwing. I mean, the reason was the Bucs couldn't defend the pass, but they were up in the fourth quarter, and they kept airing it out. And for some reason, Goff was not throwing to St. Brown. And St. Brown only had 77 yards of the 300 that Goff threw for. And you can look all season. Goff has never thrown for over 285 yards and left Brown at 77. It's insane. Usually Brown is getting fed by Goff. So that blew up our formats where we had them over and where we had them under. So they're good. They were good picks, and they're going to be profitable long term. But yesterday they just got blown up. And then we go into the night game, and I'm sitting there doing the math, and I'm saying, hey, we've got 4 10x plays live. If Mahomes goes over and we just have a back and forth game, we're actually going to make really good money. And to have such bad luck throughout the weekend and be in position, most people, if they have a bad weekend, they're just fucked. We were having a bad weekend, and we were in position going into that final game. And Kelsey went over easy. He went over quick. And then Mahomes, it wasn't even Mahomes' fault. It was really that missed field goal. The missed field goal stopped Mahomes from having to move the ball, so he just took a knee. And if Buffalo makes that field goal, Mahomes goes over, and then we get Kelsey and Mahomes over together. And instead, Mahomes went under, Kelsey went over. So we had a lot of plays that we needed Mahomes and Kelsey to go over together with. And we also had Diggs and Allen. And you look at Diggs and Allen, well, they both went under, but we had them to both go over. And what's crazy about that is Diggs dropped, what would that have been, a 60-yard completion there at the end of the game in the fourth quarter. Not only would that have been a touchdown for Buffalo, gotten both of them over, but it would have made it, it's hard to even talk about this, but it would have made it so that Mahomes would have gone over, and maybe even Rashee Rice gets an opportunity to go over, because it would have made it so that the Bills took the lead with 7 minutes left. Instead, the Bills milk the clock, miss a field goal, and then the Chiefs kneel it out. So just a disaster yesterday in both games. And I want you guys to know that that happens in DFS, pick'em, and sports betting. Shit like that happens, right? Now, what sucks about it is this has happened before one other time. It was the 0-255 weekend. And you can look that up. I had made 255 bets, literally lost everything. Most insane day ever, right? And I ended up losing like 60 units that day. Now, keep in mind, I've had multiple days where I've made over 70 units. So I'm up over 200 units on the season if you add all my losses and all my wins. So I just want you all to know that, like, the profitable sports bettors have days where they get slaughtered. It's called variance. And what it means is you're going to have ups and downs, but if you're constantly giving yourself good picks and giving yourself an edge, you'll profit. So frustrating day yesterday. And right before the weekend, which I haven't updated y'all on this yet, but a little bit I have, PrizePicks patched the angle we were using with the AI picks. The AI picks were destroying PrizePicks in hockey, and I was really looking forward to hockey after football ended. But PrizePicks laid this on us. Normally we would do a 6-man for 25x, and we were hitting those about 1 in 17 times, so extremely profitable. And PrizePicks now, when you build the 6-man, the way that we like to build them, they're only paying 10x, which is extremely unfair. I mean, that's obviously not cool. You're going to lose money if you're trying to go 6-0 and then for a 10x payout. So we really can't attack hockey on PrizePicks like we used to be able to. And I want you guys to know, since I launched AI picks, even with the slaughtering this past weekend, we are up. Let me get my spreadsheet so I can get the exact amount. We are up 54 units exactly. So since the inception of AI picks on the Sports Betting Education channel, we're up 54 units exactly. So there's been ups and downs, right? We started really hot. We cooled off. We had a huge weekend a weekend ago. We had a shitty weekend this past weekend. But we're in a position where we've been printing money with AI picks. And it has been leading to a ton of cash generated through selling the AI picks, right? People are paying me $400 a month to make over $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Now, the problem is PrizePicks just patched our strategy. So the guys that built the AI, I've talked to you guys, these are Ivy League math guys, these are nerds. They have a solution, and I'm actually going to publicly show you all the solution because I don't think it's a solution. In my opinion, this is not correlated enough for us to make good money doing this. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at time on the ice, points, and goalie saves on each team. And this, to me, is too random to have an edge. This, to me, there's a lot of random things that will go into dictating if these NHL plays hit or not. And I don't think you can hit this 1 in 25 shots, which is what you need to break even or profit. So I am not going to sell this to you guys. I am not going to charge $400 a month for this new alternative that they've made. And I gave them a few days, and they were looking at all their data and all their analytics. And these guys, you got to realize, these guys have profited 14 of the last 14 months. Okay, so there's not a 30-day window you can point to where they have not profited. But in my opinion, if they keep going with what they're doing after PrizePicks patched them, I don't think it's going to profit. And I think sometimes you have to have patience in this game. Sometimes you have to pick your spots. And if that means we only do 1 or 2 plays a day in NBA and NHL and esports, then that's what we've got to do. And it sucks that 1, football's ending, and then 2, hockey just got patched. So we just had 2 huge streams of income get taken away. And it sucks. But I'm not going to sell you guys shitty picks and put my name behind time on the ice. That's just, to me, it's not what I want to do. So I don't have to sell the AI picks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my normal process. I'm going to use AI and evaluate it and keep tracking it, keep my eye on it. And whenever there's a massive opportunity, we can bring AI picks back. But I'm taking it off the table. We're just going to stick to gold VIP. We're going to go to our traditional prices. If you follow me the last 5 years, it's usually been $300 a month, $100 a week. So what we're doing is we're doing like $250 a month for the gold VIP. And I'm basically going to give you guys my personal plays, the stuff that I'm putting my own money on and that I'm slamming, you can copy. Now, if you got on VIP or if you got on AI VIP, you're probably saying, dude, I just got on 4 days ago, about a month, whatever. And to that, I say, yeah, you're definitely in a bad spot, but I'm not going to screw you over either. I'm going to hook people up that got the AI picks with 3 months of gold VIP. So this is going to allow you to get my VIP picks for the Super Bowl, for March Madness, for NBA and NHL playoffs. All of that shit we have coming up around the corner. So I'm going to take care of you guys, and I'm basically going to give you guys $750 in value. So no matter what AI picks you're on, you're getting a home run out of this. You're getting so much more than you paid for. And I just want to take care of you guys. I don't want to feed y'all time on the ice bullshit. In my opinion, that's not correlated enough. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to give you guys the best plays possible. I'm using OddsJam. I'm using same techniques that Daily Grind Fantasy uses. I'm using correlation, and I'm just using arbitrage, finding plus expected value plays on these DFS platforms, and I'm going to feed you guys. And look, when the USFL and XFL kick off, we should have a lot of opportunity again in football. But for now, we're going to pick our spots in hockey and in basketball, and that's how we're going to roll. But we're not going to do this time on the ice bullshit. And yeah, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from with this. I'm sure you all feel the same way. But it sucks. We basically lost football because football season's ending, and then we're losing hockey because PrizePicks is changing the rules of their game. And, fair play to them. I told you guys in the beginning, PrizePicks isn't going to let us just slaughter them forever. And their finance guy probably told their lines makers, hey, we're getting killed by this army of people, and we got to change our rules. So they changed the rules. That's that. AI VIP is going to be taken down for the time being, maybe forever. Maybe it'll come back. But we have gold VIP, and guys, y'all know I've been profiting the last 5 years doing this shit on social media, fully documented on my YouTube channel. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.